Welcome to Pint-Sized History. In this episode, we'll be looking at the use of the Iron Maiden as a torture device in the past. We will also be examining the credibility of its history and asking the question, was the Iron Maiden truly a device that existed, or merely a work of fiction? The use of the Iron Maiden as a torture device throughout history has been a topic of much controversy and debate. While the Iron Maiden has become an iconic symbol of medieval cruelty, there is lack of concrete evidence to support its widespread usage as an authentic instrument of torture. Many historians and experts argue that the Iron Maiden may have been more a product of imagination and exaggeration rather than a practical device used in medieval times. When examining historical records, there is a surprising scarcity of references to the Iron Maiden. The earliest written accounts of such a device date back to the 18th century, which is long after the supposed heyday of its use. These accounts describe the Iron Maiden as a large, upright, coffin-like structure with spikes on the inside. However, these sources lack specific details and fail to provide direct evidence of its usage. One of the primary challenges in verifying the historical use of the Iron Maiden is the lack of surviving physical examples. While numerous Iron Maidens can be found in various museums and private collections, none of them actually date back to the Middle Ages. The majority of Iron Maidens in existence today are believed to be 19th century creations made for display purposes or as macabre curiosities. According to historical accounts, when a victim was placed inside the Iron Maiden, the doors were closed and the spikes would penetrate their body, causing excruciating pain and ultimately leading to death. The interior of the Iron Maiden was lined with sharp, pointed spikes that varied in length and arrangement. When the victim was enclosed within the device, the spikes would press against their body, impaling them from all sides. The spikes were strategically positioned to target vital organs and maximize suffering, with some accounts even suggesting that the spikes could be moved or adjusted to prolong the agony. There is a distinct absence of contemporary accounts or first-hand testimonies from individuals, however, who claim to have witnessed or experienced the Iron Maiden's use. Considering the significant impact that such a device would have on its victims and the surrounding society, it is remarkable that there is dearth of primary sources documenting its actual use. Instead, much of the information about the Iron Maiden comes from fictional literature, urban legends, and sensationalized accounts. Moreover, the Iron Maiden, as we commonly imagine it today, differs significantly from some historical depictions. The iconic image of a fully enclosed, standing Iron Maiden with spikes pointing inwards is largely a creation of the 19th century. Earlier illustrations and descriptions often depict a more open structure resembling a cage or framework rather than a sealed coffin-like box. These variations in depictions further raise doubts about the device's historical authenticity. In contrast, there is ample evidence to suggest that the Iron Maiden may have been more of a myth or an embellishment designed to capitalize on public fascination with the macabre. During the 18th and 19th centuries, when accounts of the Iron Maiden began to emerge, there was a surge of interest in medieval history and torture devices. Entrepreneurs and showmen sought to profit from this fascination by creating elaborate and gruesome devices, often based on little more than conjecture and imagination. The historical evidence surrounding the Iron Maiden's use of a torture device is tenuous at best. While the device has become almost an enduring symbol of medieval cruelty, The lack of contemporary documentation, the absence of physical examples from the Middle Ages, and the discrepancies between historical descriptions and the popular image cast doubt on its real authenticity. While it is difficult to definitely prove that the Iron Maiden was never used, the weight of the evidence suggests that it may have been more a product of myth, exaggeration, and commercial exploitation rather than a genuine instrument of torture in medieval times. And there we have it, the Iron Maiden. What do you think? Was the Iron Maiden truly a real device used in medieval times? Or do you believe it was indeed a work of fiction? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, as it really helps the channel out and helps us to produce more videos.